For a long time, I thought feeling better had to look like progress, like checking something off a list, improving myself, doing something that could be posted or proven. I thought healing was supposed to be productive, and if I wasn't doing something useful, I felt guilty. Rest felt like laziness. Slowing down felt like falling behind. Even joy felt like something I had to earn. But lately, I've been learning something that sounds simple and yet changed everything for me. Some of the most unproductive things that I have done have made me feel the most alive again. Not because they fixed my life overnight. Not because they made me a better version of myself, but because they gave me a space to breathe. So today, I want to share a few unproductive things that made me feel better. And maybe if you're watching this while feeling tired or emotionally drained, you'll feel a little less alone. This might sound silly, but hear me out. I used to only sit down when everything was done. After the dishes, after the laundry, after I felt like I deserved it. But one day, I sat down in the middle of everything. The house wasn't perfect. Tasks weren't finished. My mind was still noisy. And I just sat. No phone, no plan, no productivity. Just me on the couch, staring at the light coming through the window. And something softened inside me. It reminded me that I'm not a machine. I'm allowed to pause even when life isn't complete. We live in a world that praises speed, fast replies, fast results, fast routines. Even self-care has become something to optimize. But one of the most comforting things I've done is something incredibly unproductive. Doing one small thing slowly. Making tea without rushing. Folding clothes without multitasking. Washing my face like it actually matters. Not because it changed anything big, but because it brought me back into the moment. Sometimes anxiety is just your mind living 10 steps ahead, and slowness brings you home. There is something about staring out the window that feels almost forbidden. Like, shouldn't I be doing something? Shouldn't I be productive? But honestly, some of my best emotional resets have happened while watching the sky. Clouds moving, rain falling, trees swaying. No goal, no purpose. Just letting my mind wander without needing to arrive anywhere. It's such a small thing, but it reminds me life is happening even when I'm not doing anything. And that's okay. Take a walk with no destination, not a workout, not steps for a nap, not an errand. Just walking to walk. Sometimes I don't even listen to music. I just let the world be loud for me so my thoughts can be quiet. And something about moving my body gently without pressure makes me feel human again. It's not productive, but it's healing. This one was hard for me because I used to believe that if something could be done, it should be done immediately. But sometimes I leave the dishes, not because I don't care, but because I care about myself more in that moment. I've learned that a clean kitchen is nice, but a calm mind is nicer. And sometimes the most responsible thing you can do is rest, even if the sink isn't empty. There are days when my brain feels too full, and instead of pushing through, I watch something familiar. A cozy vlog, a simple cooking video, a show that I've already seen. Not to waste time, but to feel safe. Comfort isn't laziness. It is regulation. Sometimes your nervous system just needs softness. I used to wait until I was completely drained to rest. Like rest was only allowed when I had nothing left. But now, I try something different. I lie down before burnout. I rest before I crash. I stop before I break. And that is one of the most unproductive things that has made me feel better. Just rest. Gentle rest. Rest without any guilt. There is something I'm still learning. Not rushing into the next task. Just letting the day end softly. Sometimes I sit in dim light. I listen to quiet music. I do absolutely nothing. And for once, my body doesn't feel like it has to earn peace. We don't talk enough about daydreaming, about letting your mind escape. imagining a softer life. When I daydream, I'm not being unrealistic. I am giving my brain a break from survival mode. Sometimes the mind needs space, not solutions. Sometimes imagination is medicine. Feeling better isn't always about doing more. Sometimes it's about doing less. Sometimes the most healing moments are the ones that don't look impressive. A quiet pause, a slow breath, a walk with no purpose, a rest without explanation. These things may not look productive, but they bring you back to yourself. And honestly, that's the most important thing.